Okay, now you see where the cilantro stems are left after I had crinkled them up, and they look like that. And here's the stems of my parsley after I remove the parsley flakes, and they look like that. And what I do at this point, I would get my cutting scissors. I preferably would like scissors that don't have the plastic to them. I just like all metal because we're now working with food. And I wash this with bleach and dishwashing liquid to sterilize it because we're going to cut these up. I don't like my stems in my herbs. And I cut them up and they look like that. I mix them together because, like I said, I use the stems to cook with. So I would take this cilantro stem and I would take my parsley stems, just cut them up into fine pieces until they get like that. Now I'm going to show you the trick of the trade. Usually we always buy items such as pasta sauce, Prego brand, and Perana, which is my favorite. I'm going to show you why. Or Rego. The reason why I like this brand is because, you're going to love this, on the side of the jar, they have the measurements. And you think about that when you think about the price of a measuring cup, a glass measuring cup. This is a 12-ounce jar. Let's see. A 24-ounce jar of pasta sauce. So you got measuring cups. When I get a pasta jar of Frito, a smaller jar, which is a 15-ounce, it has measuring cups on the side. I love that. That's a 4-ounce, 8-ounce. See that? 12-ounce. I love that. I save me some money buying measuring cups. So I would keep my jars and I would get some water and immerse them in the water so that the glass paper, the paper around the glass has glue on it. This allows the glue to loosen around the glass. Tricks of the trade. And the reason why I do that, once the paper is off, you see, I have me a measuring glass with all the measurements on them. Look at close at those measurements. I don't have to do all that guessing when I fill them up. Look at that. Isn't that something? Tricks of the trade. So, I would take that jar, regular olive oil, and I would fill it up to about right there. See, that measuring is wonderful. I don't have to worry about that. And then I would take my chopped stems of my parsley, cilantro, and then put it right in with that olive oil. And why do I do that? Because when I cook, I have seasoned olive oil and parsley and cilantro seasoning when I cook. There it is. And that's how I utilize my stems. And I would finish cutting the rest of these up the same way. And that's where I get this. And I will put the top on it and have it, let it sit in the refrigerator or whatever. Basically in the refrigerator to stay fresh. And I will use it to cook with. Now, I would take my paper and write cilantro, parsley, get some tape around it, put it around the jar for labeling purposes. Voila! Look at that. So I will know what it is. And I will put that in my refrigerator and cook with it. Over here, I was able to get 2 snack bags of parsley and 1 snack bag of cilantro. I'm going to pause for a minute and ask yourself to think about why I was able to get 1 bag of cilantro and 2 bags of parsley when I was able to dry it. And as you can see, I wrote on the bag cilantro so I know what's in there. And I wrote on this bag parsley. And the reason why is because when I get ready to can them, I put them all in 1 bag and I will know which one it is. Because sometimes I don't like to mix them. I would use parsley by itself, cilantro by itself, or as I mentioned in my other workshop, I can mix them. See? And this bag goes in the freezer. Another trick of the trade, a regular Parmesan container. I like this container because you can have the holes on one side and you can have the full empty part on the other side. The reason why it shows you that is because just like I immersed my jar in the water to get the glued paper off the jar so I can use it for canning purposes, I do the same thing with my Parmesan. While all of these are in my freezer in the bag, I would take 1 bag. I always keep this in the refrigerator. I will open this bag and put it into my empty Parmesan container. You see that? Those are my herbs. And I will sprinkle that as I go. And when this gets empty, I would just go right back in my bag and put it back in here and just keep going. And I can use this way. Or I'll go and just sprinkle it over something that I'm eating, eggs or whatever. Isn't that cool? Tricks of the trade. Now I'm going to show you how much money I save. This is going to amaze you. When I brought my parsley and cilantro, the Myers was selling it at, there we go, the bunches were wrapped in a pound, and they sold them at 89 cents a pound. And I bought 3 pounds at 89 cents for $2.67. So all of that cost me $2.67. When you look at how much it cost already seasoned, Meyer brand parsley flakes, a half ounce is $2.69. A 1.2 ounce is $3.69. That's just one container. The McGarment brand parsley flakes were the same, $2.69, but the 1.2 ounce was $4.69. I had $2.69 at 2 bags for $2.69. And my cilantro flakes, the brand McGarment, was $4.39 at a half an ounce. They had another brand called Spice Island for $4.99 at a half ounce. And I was able to get a quart-size cilantro bag. I try to do this once a week. Look at all of that I have canned, and look how much I would keep paying if I didn't can. Now you tell me that I won't have enough money to get me some sunglasses or some earrings or whatever, perfume, whatever I want. I just might want to just go to the movies. You never know. So you see, it's all about economics 101.